Yo, what is good, everybody? S Crypto 101 comes to you guys with a video. I usually say today, but it's tonight. It's Friday night. Hopefully everyone is having a great evening so far. Hopefully everyone's had a great day so far. I know it's been a good day for me. Gotta love Fridays. And we had a project that released today that we know as BaseDrip. Super exciting times right now. It's always great to have another passive income printer under the belt. You know, as bag builders, that's what we love to do, build our bags every single day. So let's make sure that everyone is smashing that comment section. Hey, leave your feedback. Love to hear from everybody. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that like button. By hitting that like button, it's going to push the stream out to more people so that they learn about the projects that we're talking about. They learn about BaseDrip. They learn about just everything crypto related. So make sure you're hitting that like button as hard as possible. Don't break your computer, because I will not help you replace that. Big shout out to Wayne. Big shout out to Westside Ian as well. I see you guys in the comment section. Big ups to you guys. So, like I said, we had a lot of things happening today. It's a Friday. It's a good day. BaseDrip releases today, or it's already released. I know a lot of people are anticipating this launch. It is a major opportunity. I've said this multiple times, a major opportunity to truly build your bags, get into a protocol. Day one that we've seen has the recipe to succeed. We all know what BSC Drip was able to do, and you know, the people that got into that day one, all those people made money. The people that got into Pulse Drip day one, those people have made money, and it's going to be the same thing with BaseDrip. Now, I've been in all of the different drips, so anytime one comes up that is day one, like I said, and there's a good team behind it, people that we know from within the community, I'm always there day one, ready to go. I got my bag ready. So life lesson with things like this, man, you got to have your bags ready. You got to have all your stuff worked out. But we'll be talking about it a little bit today. We're going to be looking at some of the charts. We're going to look at my faucet that I have set up. We're going to talk about some different giveaways, some different things that are going on. Let me know what you guys are doing on this Friday evening. I know some people are probably, you know, I don't think it's Saturday morning, but it's morning time. So let me know what you're doing at this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Leave that down in the chat. Love to see what people are doing at this point, because it's crazy just to think this stuff is so international that I say good morning and somebody's like, oh, well, it's nighttime over here. So it's always a little bit of a surprise when you see people saying that. I'm also going to show you at the bottom here, we have a bag builder Telegram. So I actually rebuilt this. So we had an old Telegram and I wanted to do a new one. So I made a new one. So if you haven't joined that yet, definitely make sure that you go to the updated one, because that's going to be where we have all our new posts, all our new projects, all the things like that. So you'll see that at the bottom. So if you haven't joined, then make sure you do that. Or you always can go to the description section of this video, click on the link there, and it's going to get you where you need to go as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what we're talking about in today's video. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Let me know how you guys thought that the launch went. Did you guys get a good position? You know what? Let me know what you guys are thinking about today. I know there's been some mixed emotions. Some people said they weren't able to sell at some point. Some people said that theirs was all good. So definitely interested to see how everybody is feeling. So let's go ahead and share the screen here. Let's pull this up. But yeah, I'm just glad it is Friday. I don't know about anybody else, but man, it's been a long week. And I don't know if it's just because it was a hard week at work or what, but it has been a long week. So hopefully everybody can see this here. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you can see this BaseDrip screen. Let me know if you can see it, so I can make sure I'm not sitting here talking and not showing exactly what I'm talking about. So someone give me a thumbs up, give me something, so that we know that we're looking at the same screen. Oh, I already see it. Never mind. We're all good. So as you can see here, this is BaseDrip. If you can't tell from the screen, that is exactly what this is. This is BaseDrip. So we're going to be talking about it here. I'm just going to go through a couple of the things. So as you can see, this has not populated yet. And I'm going to refer to BaseDrip a lot in this video just because it's a fork of BaseDrip. So some of the things that we saw with BaseDrip are most likely going to see with BaseDrip as well. Obviously, there's different teams, different things that are going on in the background. But in terms of, some of the things that weren't here for BaseDrip day one, I think it's going to be the same for BaseDrip, and it's going to take time for any kind of new protocol to get off of the ground with this. So like I said, the price is not here yet. I would not be surprised if that was here over the next couple of days. It's always nice to see what the price is, but if you're really concerned about what the price is, you always can go to Deck Screener, of course. 312 faucets created, which is pretty good for day one. I mean, that's a lot of faucets on day one, and it's only been 5 hours so far. So in 5 hours, there's 312 faucets. So that's amazing. And then, of course, there's not going to be a base price because there's not a base token. So that'll be updated to Ethereum at some point. And then we already know the total supply here is at 5 million. Faucet lookup, that's just if you want to put a specific faucet number in. Like, for example, I think mine is like 20 or 33 or 32 or something like that. You could put it here, look it up, and it's going to show you the stats for it. Pre-sale. Now, if you got into pre-sale, I talked about this like 2 weeks ago when the pre-sale was actually live. If you did get into pre-sale, as you can see, I got 703 here for the pre-sale. So a pretty good bag. And that's always been my thing. With opportunities like this, I go heavy. I don't, with some other stuff, I kind of like, I'm going to go a little bit lighter just because I don't know if it's 100% safe, things like that. But what I have seen is I always end up telling myself is, man, I wish I would have put more money into protocols like this. And if you catch yourself saying, I wish I would have put more money in, that means that something is right with the protocol. It's either making you a good amount of money, you see multiple X's, something's going on. But if you get to the point where you're like, man, I should have put in more money, then you have to learn from that too. But it's crypto. Sometimes you're going to get burnt. Sometimes you're going to get blessed. You just never know. But I went heavy with this one. I tried to put a full ETH in here, but I didn't have enough at this point. So got 703. If you are here, all you have to do is come here and claim that if you haven't already. And then you can come over here to the faucet and get started. So as you can see, I have two faucets here. I have one for 703 and then I have one for 200 as well. So it's going to be just like BaseDrip in the way that I handled this. So I am going to have a compound claim schedule. So right now I'm setting it at probably I'm going to do a 5-day compound, 2-day claim. And the way I'm thinking is Mondays are going to be days that I claim and Fridays are going to be days that I claim. Now, the reason I say that is because Fridays, the only reason I would want to claim and take profit usually is because I want to invest in something different. That's usually the main reason that I would take money out of these protocols, is to invest in something different. And from what I've seen is if I can take profit on Monday, I have that money to invest into other projects throughout the week. And then Friday, I can take that profit as well, do whatever I want to with it. But if there's something that launches on the weekend, then I've got that little bit of money that I can invest into other things like that. But I'm mainly focused on compounding. I think that's super important. Right now, we've seen what's happened with the recent mini bull run, bull spike, whatever you want to call that. We've seen what happened. If you were over on the Pulse chain or just in anything, you've seen how fast things can turn around. Pulse chain specifically, we were sitting at a P-drip price of like $11 to $12. And then boom, it shot up to like $20. A lot of people bought the dip, but a lot of people didn't. And that's what you have to understand with this. It can change your situation so fast. For example, $11 P-drip, you're getting 10 a day, $110, right? Boom, it shoots up to 20. Okay, now we're getting to 20. If it shoots up again to 30, now you're getting $330 a day. And I don't know about you, but if I'm getting $330 a day from one protocol, I'm doing very well because I know that I got other plays that are supplementing that as well. So that's what you have to think about with these projects. Yeah, you could come in here and claim, 5 days a week, compound 2 days a week, but you have to have a long-term mindset to think, what can this price do? What can Ethereum do? This thing is paired to Ethereum, so people have to understand that as well. Ethereum is top 2 in terms of market cap for cryptocurrencies. So we know that's like gold and silver. That's what people say. Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is silver. We know that Ethereum is going to be around. And yeah, you know, Ethereum's probably had its major pump, but I think we could see Ethereum at 10K. So that means it's doing almost what, an 8X from where it's at now, or like a 7X. Imagine what a 7X would do for BaseDrip. Just think about it. You have to have a long-term mindset. Yeah, the money's right there. If I really wanted to come in here, yeah, I could claim almost 2p drip. I could sell it and have $35, $30 for the day, or I could let it accumulate. And actually, I would probably take more so like 9 a day, which would be 180, something like that. Yeah, I could take that profit right now, or I could have a long-term mindset and know that that's going to be 2, 3, 4, or maybe even 5 times. And especially with projects like this, it could be 10 times that price. We've seen it with other protocols. So just think about that. You know, when you're taking profit now, you always should take profit, but make sure that you're typically compounding more than claiming, just so you can have a bag built out in the future if anything turns around. So that's my spiel with that one. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit more. We got to check the comments. Looks like we're good here. Good here. All right. So coming back over here, like I said, we have our 2 faucets sitting good here. We have a team that's being built out, of course. So with the team thing right now, from what I am hearing, the team structure, or at least the team viewer, is not going to be built out, or it's built out, but it's not going to be completely good to go until Monday. So just make sure that you understand that there's not a lot of visibility in terms of what I can see, in terms of who's joined my team, things like that. But we'll make sure we get that ironed out. And talking about joining my team, there is also a link to the bag builder team, or not a link, my team address is going to be in the description as well. So if you do want to get on the team, all you would have to do is come over here to BaseDrip/team, or you can just come down here to the team tab. Boom, you just paste my address right here, hit change, and then you're going to be good to go. I know there was some issues earlier that people were not able to change their buddy address without paying a fee when they had not even initially set one. So what I'm saying is, immediately if I come here, I'm like, hey, I want to set this person up as my buddy. My first time opening a faucet, I was getting charged to do that. From what I understand, that has been fixed. So all you'd have to do if you want to join the bag builder team is come here, put in my buddy address, which will be down in the description below, hit change, approve, you're good to go. And now you are an official bag builder. Outside of that, oh, another thing too, promotion that I'm running right now that I got to show everybody, because I think this is a super important thing. Because my thing is, I always want to help other people build their bag. Like, I'm not just focused on, you know, having as much money as I can and, you know, making as much money as I can out of a protocol. I really want to get it to the point of where, hey, I've helped other people build their bags. I've helped other people reach, you know, achieve financial freedom and things of that nature. That's really what my big thing is. Because at the end of the day, what I've learned is you could get rich and yeah, you'll be happy, but it's not all about that. It's about how you're paying it forward, how you're continuing to take care of people. And that's really what counts to me. Of course, hey, I would love to be a millionaire, but I know I'll get there based on the things I'm doing, taking care of other people as well as myself. We'll get there. So let's see if I can pull this up, because like I said, this is important. Just another way that I'm helping other people build their bags. So we will get... All right, we'll pull it up from here. So you should be able to see the whole screen here. So we're going over here to the Bag Builder Telegram. So if you haven't joined this, like I said, the link is going to be down in the description below. But this is what I wanted to cover, because we have a free P-Drip faucet giveaway that we're doing. So all you have to do is join the Bag Builder team, like I said below. Make a deposit of at least 11.5 P-Drip. Now, the reason I'm saying 11.5 P-Drip is because you have to factor in taxes. If you buy 10 B-Drip, I'm going to do that so much. That's not going to be the first time you guys see that happen. So if you make a deposit of only 10, which is what a lot of people are saying, it's going to take out the tax. It's going to be like 9.01 or whatever that comes out to. And it's not going to be enough to qualify as a faucet technically. So if you make a deposit of at least 11.5, I've already done the math for you. 10% of that is going to be 11.5. or 1.5, and then you're good to go. So make sure that you do 11.5, because what I've seen is sometimes it doesn't show up in the team viewer if you don't have at least 10 in your faucet. So just trying to help you there, because I don't want anybody to make a deposit and say, hey, I'm on the team. Hey, I'm on the team. Why was my name not on the spinner wheel? That is exactly why. So if you do at least 11.5, then you will be good to go. So a week from today, which is November 3rd, I'm going to be pulling random winners. So you already know that we like to do the spinner wheel. So we're going to be doing the spinner wheel, and then 2 random people are going to be picked, and then they're each going to receive a 10p drip faucet. Once again, you have to think long term, right? Yes. Even right now, this is a good deal, because a 10p drip faucet is valued at right around probably $150 right now. But let's say that BaseDrip, and I got to fix that. See, it's even in here wrong. It's supposed to be BaseDrip. It's going to be an issue. It really is. So in at least, let's say, I don't know, a week, a month, a year, we don't know when it's going to be, but say that BaseDrip is $50. We'll say $100 just to be super bullish. Say that it's $100. So not only do you have an free $1,000 BaseDrip faucet, think about how much you probably compounded up until that point, how much that is going to make for you every single day. Things like that is what you have to understand. And like I said, this is just one way I can give back to the people that hop on my team, because the team is called Bag Builders for a reason. Not bag breakers, not bag bashers, not bag burglars. Like, I'm not trying to take anybody's money. I want to build up people's money. I like to see people be like, hey man, I got into this protocol. I saw that you covered it and I've 2x my money. Or hey, I'm making $500 every single day. I'm making $250 every single day, because that's the kind of stuff that changes people's life. And I know this is an opportunity to do that as well, because we know that BaseDrip is bullish. So definitely make sure you take advantage of this. Like I said, I'll go through it one more time. All you have to do is join the Bag Builder team, which the buddy address is going to be down in the description. You go over to the team tab, put that there, update, make a deposit of at least 11.5 BaseDrip, and then I'll be picking 2 random winners next Friday. And that's only the start of it. We're still going to be doing our weekly airdrops. We're going to be doing other giveaways, all kinds of stuff. So that's another reason to hop on. And then another good thing too is I'm going to do videos covering BaseDrip, any kind of developments, anything that changes. You already know I'm going to cover it, so why not go ahead and hop on, because you're going to be good to go. All right, so we'll stop sharing that, and then we're going to hop back over here to the BaseDrip screen. So hopefully everybody is having a great evening so far. I did put just the specifications of the giveaway. Man, this, look, it's gonna kill me, right? Because I hate, I'm very detail oriented, and I don't like to, small mistakes. If, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example, like something on the wall. Like if I see a speck of something on the wall, I'm like, hey, that's not supposed to be there. Like, it's something that I'll focus on because it just annoys me. So I keep seeing P instead of B in the drip name, and it's killing me. But it's all good. So we're going to hop back over here, share the screen, and we'll hop back over here to BaseDrip. All right, so we're good to go back over here. If you haven't checked out the white paper, definitely go through that. I'm gonna do, explain as much stuff as I can when I do my videos here, but it's very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it, because a lot of people ask me questions, they send me DMs, they send me all kinds of stuff, and it really seems like people overcomplicate how this is going to work. It's very simple. You get your BaseDrip, you deposit here into the faucet. From there, you need to have a plan in how much you plan to compound versus how much you plan to claim. Like I said, I'm going to be going with a 5-day compound where I'm compounding Tuesday through Thursday and on the weekend, and I'm going to be claiming on Mondays and Fridays. So that's going to be my strategy. You have to have a strategy. Like this thing says right here, hustle nutrition facts. Dedication. You have to be dedicated to what you're going to do. If you say that you're going to compound for 5 days and claim for 2, then do it. Action. Take action. If you say you're going to do it. Don't just talk about it. Actually do it. Planning and strategy are the next 2. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a plan. Because if you don't, then you're going to be going based off of emotion. You're going to be claiming when the price is low, you're going to be selling when the price is low, and then compounding when the price is high, and DCA in when the price is high. So if you don't have a strategy, you don't have a plan, then you're going to be in a bad situation. So make sure you do that as well. And then, of course, you got to have knowledge, and that's what I'm all about. You got to give yourself the knowledge. Make sure you go through the white paper. Make sure that you watch the videos that are out there created by the content creators. I'm not the only person that makes videos. There's a lot of great information out there regarding what's going on with this ecosystem. And then last but not least, you just got to be able to hustle. You got to want to make that money. You got to want to just get up, find the thing that's going to build your bag, and you got to stick with it. So just a little bit of a pep talk there for you. So we're looking good over here. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be covering this. We can look at the price as well. So if we come over here, we look at BaseDrip. I have the slowest computer ever. I always tell people I have the slowest, newest computer ever. Like, this thing is major slow. And I think it's just because I got too much stuff trying to go on with it, with the editing and audio and cameras and all kinds of stuff. But this is what we're looking at if we're looking at the price action here for the BaseDrip token. So as we can see, this thing went up to 27. So it closed this candle right around 27. It opened up at 27 here, spiked up to about 32, and then dumped down all the way down to $10, recovered off of this candle. And these are 15-minute candles. So these are 15-minute time intervals. So it went all the way up to 32 and then dumped down to 10. Now, from what I saw, I'm always going to keep it 100 with you guys. From what I saw is it went all the way up here. People couldn't sell because I was like, oh, okay, I got a little bit of bag on the side, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely in profit now. Like, I would like to take some profit off some of those tokens. I couldn't sell. It was transfer failure, execute failure, whatever it says. And it went up, and I'm just like, damn, like, it would be nice to sell some tokens. And then boom, it opened up, and then it was like at $10. I was like, okay, well, whatever, shit happens. Everybody could debate that exactly what happened. But as you can see here, it recovered and it went up a little bit. These are 15-minute candles, like I said, so keep that in mind. So it went up to 1882, dumped a little bit here down to 15. So now we're starting to get in somewhat of a consolidation phase. And what we saw, like I said, we're going to compare this to P-Drip sometimes. What we saw with P-Drip is we definitely didn't have this huge spike up and then dump down this early, but we had it to where the next couple of days after launch were the big days in terms of price action. Now, I don't know exactly how it's going to be because I honestly think BaseDrip and PulseDrip came in at different times. They really got different kind of moods to them. A lot of people were skeptical of PulseDrip because it was the first thing to come out that was 1% every single day that had the drip name in it. A lot of people were skeptical. A lot of people didn't want to cover it, whatever. We're here to make money. So I was like, I would definitely hop into this. This is an amazing opportunity, and you can see what that's doing for us now. So over here with BaseDrip, it was a little bit different because we had people from the drip community, and the people from PulseDrip were in drip as well. They're like OG drippers, but these are people who created like actual, music videos. Because you guys know Proof, he created music videos and all these different things when it came to the animal farm and drip and stuff like that. So people are going to look at that as like, oh, okay, these are people who are directly supporting drip. And that's a whole different conversation I really don't want to get into, but it's bringing people at least a heightened sense of loyalty because these are people that made all this stuff for drip and things like that. Not to say the PulseDrip team hasn't, because they literally made the kitchen sink. I made a video on that. If you have not watched that, it's the last video I uploaded, and it literally burns and earns drip, and you can also earn BNB. And that's literally something that they did, even though they're the creators of PulseDrip, because they want to see drip succeed and continue to, rebuild itself. But that aside, this is what's been going on with the price. And if it's anything like BaseDrip, who knows, we might see the price shoot up. It just really depends on what happens and how the team, carries themselves, and just how the community kind of keeps their eyes on this. But I definitely don't think this is the highest that we've seen. This thing has massive potential. I really would not be surprised if we're talking about a $50 BaseDrip token at some point, just because it has the potential to, if this can be smooth, no issues, fast development, fast fixes. I'm telling you, especially on the Basechain, like, this is what people need. People need something that's safe, secure, and makes money every single day. Like, this is what is needed over on Basechain. We've done a lot of deep diving on different things in Basechain, and half of them have been rugs, and half of them got incompetent devs, and this and this and that. And this is what we really need. We already know about Carol.finance. We're going to talk about Carol a little bit later. Carol is top tier, but BaseDrip would be an awesome thing to keep into the pocket or the side as well, of something that we're making, money every single day, that we can compound, we can claim, we can do what we want to with it, develop a strategy, and continue to build our bags. So when we're covering this over the next couple of days, we'll definitely cover the price action, see what's going on. But hopefully we can see some positive price action, see this rebuild up here. And then once we get to $32, then we're in price discovery mode. So just think about that. We're only a 2x from price discovery mode. That's not far. A 2x from price discovery mode. So I'm not the person to tell people to get in now or this or this or that, but I definitely think if it's going anywhere from here, I don't think it's going to be down, because you have to understand, pre-sellers got pre-sell tokens and they cannot dump them. They had to deposit those into the faucet. People could have got big positions here, but I mean, yeah, if it goes up a little bit, people are going to sell, but that's going to be with anything. But you also have to understand, if people are buying big bags and putting it into the faucet, they can only sell 1% every single day. So this makes you understand that, evaluate exactly what's a good entry point for you. I think that this is a good price for me. If I were to DCA in at this point, I think 16 seems like a good price. 10 would have been even better. 14 is a really good price too, but we'll see. But you never know with crypto. This thing is not even more than 12 hours old. So we'll see where it goes, but I definitely think it's more so going to go up this way versus down this way at this point. So keep your eyes on that. So I think we pretty much have covered everything when it comes to BaseDrip. See if you guys have any kind of questions, anything regarding BaseDrip, any kind of issues you've been having, anything like that. Let me know in the chat, and we will get those answered for you. Once again, I hope everybody is having a great evening. I really want to get to doing these streams a little bit more often. I feel like the streams are just more real. Not saying the videos aren't, but with the videos, it's like you're covering a specific topic versus just kind of letting it flow as things go. With the stream, letting it go as it flows, like a stream. Okay, hey, don't get me rapping now. I've been waiting for somebody to get me on the track. But now what we're going to talk about is I think we've covered everything with BaseDrip. We talked about the pre-sale. We talked about the potential of this. Do not miss this opportunity. That's what I can say. Do not miss this opportunity. There's so many people I talk to on a daily basis that are like, man, I missed BaseDrip. I wish I would have got in. And I'm just like, we told you about BaseDrip. I made videos about BaseDrip on pre-sale and on launch date and this and this and that and this and this and that. And I'm just like, how do you still miss out? So never financial advice, but I just think this is an awesome opportunity. Anytime that you can earn 1%, and then you have to make sure you factor in the sustainability features that have been added to this fork. We're talking about only being able to get to 10,000 in terms of what you have in your faucet. So the most I can get this locked amount up to is 10,000, because the max payout is 36.5K versus 100K with the original drip. You cannot let your rewards accumulate for more than 7 days without them being cut off. So that means, hey, I'm letting that faucet run every single day, earning me, in this example, 9 BaseDrip. After 7 days, it's not going to earn me anymore, because it's not going to it's going to be marked as an inactive faucet. And until I compound or claim, I'm not going to be able to do anything. So there's a lot of things that have been built into this to make this more sustainable. And I'm telling you, Basechain has so much potential. So much potential. This is literally Coinbase's blockchain. Think about that. Coinbase's blockchain. It uses Ethereum. Think about it. If people want to transact with Ethereum, where are they going to go? Here. And it's tied to Coinbase. The first place that I ever even got exposed to crypto was Coinbase. My first wallet I had was a Coinbase wallet. I'm telling you, this is the way that people are going to come in. And if Coinbase ever picks this thing up, like, hey, intro to DeFi, and they do like little courses or something, earn a little bit of ETH, set up a MetaMask, sign into Basechain, complete that task, we'll send some ETH to your wallet. Just think about how Coinbase could actually integrate with the Basechain. Like if they really wanted to pick this thing up, think about Binance and BSC early days. Just think about that. A lot of potential here. All right. So enough about BaseDrip, because I think I've beat that horse as much as I can. We're going to talk about Carol a little bit as well, because I know a lot of people have been asking about Carol. A lot of people have been covering Carol. I don't know why it's not letting me connect. Come on, don't act like this on me. All right, let me get this straightened out, and we will hop back over here to the screen. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about Carol. So what I have to say about Carol is it's completely different than any other protocol that I've been in a good way. Now, the reason I say that is because with a lot of other protocols, it's usually simple, but sometimes it's overly complicated. Like we've seen some things of where it's like, okay, you know, you put this, you invest this here, you got to pair it up with this, and then you're going to get paid out in this, but you have to sell this at a specific time to get a certain reward rate, and like just different stuff, like very, very complicated. And you have to make it easy for people to get into a protocol, because until people truly understand what's going on with the protocol, they're not going to be very, very confident in investing in it. Like if I don't know what's going on, I'm usually not going to just throw my money at something. I'm going to watch a couple videos, I'm going to ask a couple questions, things like that. So if a protocol is simple, earns you money, that's the best way to go. So we'll go ahead and hop over here to Carol.finance. I think this is honestly one of the best projects over on Base right now. I cannot lie, Carol is doing her damn thing. So let's get it pulled up. All right, so we're up here on Carol. So I am going to just give a brief introduction. Like if this is the first time you ever heard about Carol, I'm gonna explain exactly how you get started. So it's very simple. So like we talked about, the Basechain utilizes Ethereum, Base Ethereum. Now, if you don't know how to get Base Ethereum, I have so many videos covering exactly how to do it. The two exchanges or, bridges that I would recommend is if you want a cheaper option, more decentralized, and I think it's the fastest and best one. Just personally, I use BaseSwap.fi/bridge. So base, BASE, swap, SWAP.fi/swap, SWAP. So that is the main one that I use whenever I'm trying to go back and forth with the Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, any of those. I use that one specifically to get over here to Base. Now you can also use changenow.io. The good thing about changenow.io is that you can get over from Pulse Chain directly to Base, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So I've talked about this in my chat before too. You can go from Pulse Chain to Ethereum or Pulse Chain to BSC with other bridges a lot cheaper, and then do that second step to get over from those chains to Base. Or you can say, hey, I just want one step and I'm just going to do changenow.io and get over to Base. So those are two I would say: baseswap.fi/bridge and then changenow.io to get over here. So once you get over here, you're going to use some of the Ethereum that you have in your wallet to create a bond. Now, a bond is a 30-day vested amount of Carol tokens. So there's a promo going on. If you do at least 0.1, then you're going to actually get a free 2,000 Carol bond sent directly to you. All you have to do is go to the Carol protocol chat, let them know that I sent you, send them your wallet address, and then you're going to be good to go. But if you do that, come to the Bag Builder chat and I'll help you get that all walked through so that you can make sure that you get your free 2,000 Carol bond. So we have 0.1 here, and it's going to create a bond for 8,908. Now, what this is going to do is I'm going to pull up the calculator because we're going to do a lot of math here when it comes to Carol protocol so that you can just definitely see the potential that this thing has. So we're going to hop over here and I am going to share this so that you all can see the potential that Carol protocol has. And this is what I try to tell people and get them to understand is if you set this up the right way, like you're going to be good. All right, so we're sharing the whole screen. We're gonna hop back over here and we got the calculator up. So we're gonna make this a little bit smaller. So hopefully you guys can still see that. All right. So when you do a bond, what's going to happen is going to tell you the amount here. As you can see here at the bottom, it says upon the completion of the vesting period, you will receive 30% in tokens in the amount of your initial bond. So that means you're going to get 8908, and it's super easy to do the math, times 1.3. Boom. So that means at the end of 30 days, you're going to get 11,580 tokens. Now, once you create that bond, as you can see here, it's going to be here. Now, once this 30 days is up, like for example, with this stake, I'll be able to come in here and claim that amount of tokens. So my initial investment plus 30% as well. So that's going to allow me to claim that. And then now that's Carol that I could either, rebond, I could stake it. There's a lot of things I could do with it. But the first thing that you'll need to do is create a bond. Now, first things first, if you plan on staking, which means that you have to take Carol tokens and pair it with Ethereum, you do not put all of your money into a bond. So for example, if you want to put a whole ETH into the Carol protocol and stake it, then you wouldn't want to put a whole ETH into Carol here. You would want to do a bond for half of the amount. So you do 0.5. Boom, you get your bond. And then in the next screen, I'll show you how to stake it. So make sure you understand that. So as you can see here, I've started a new staking or a bond system. So every single day I have been creating a bond. So that means in 30 days, it is going to expire and open up. So for example, on the 22nd of November, this one is going to allow me to claim this amount plus 30%. On the 23rd, this amount plus 30%. This amount plus 30%. This amount plus 30%. So this is the system that I built so that every single day in 30 days, less than 30 days now, I am going to get my initial investment back plus 30% every single day. Now, if you think about this, this is where I think there's so much potential, and I try to get people to understand this. So this is a bigger stake that I was letting accumulate for a little bit of time. So this one is, the numbers are going to be a little bit high, but you have the potential to go in there and do a stake for or a bond for 1.4 and then hold it for 30 days. And it would be the same situation as I'm in. So for example, 12,962, as you can see, here's the token amount. And I want to say that I'm going to get 1.3% because you get 30% of it. Boom, 16,850, right? Now, if we look at the current Carol price, which is probably right around 2 cents. Yep, so 2 cents is where it's sitting at. 595, that's a good number. We're almost at 600. That's great. So boom, so we're going to get this amount of tokens and then multiply it times 2 cents. So that means on that day specifically, I'm going to get $337 worth of Carol tokens, right? And that's just for me bonding it. So I have so many bonds. So I took 12,962 Carol tokens, which is 1.1455 ETH, and I turned it into $337. So that means that if you think about it, and I'll show you, so 1282, so we said what, 337? So 337. This is what I invested into it. 257. So that means that I got almost $80 of profit off of that one stake just for holding it for 30 or bond after holding that bond just for 30 days. Now think about that. If I'm doing that every single day, that means every single day I'm going to have a bond that unlocks after 30 days. I'm going to have a bond that unlocks every single day that's giving my initial back plus $80 more in this example. And that's just if the price stays the same. And this is where it becomes a game changer. So I'm going to use these other stakes because these are more so, I guess, in a reasonable value, if you want to say that. I mean, everybody has it. That's kind of subjective. But so we'll do the next one. This one right here, 3606. So 3606 times 98. And this is what it was. Or actually it was cheaper. No, this was actually a couple days ago. So that means $72 here. So that means that I put $72 and put it back into the system here when I bonded this. All right. So now if I do 3606 times 1.3, that means I'm getting 4687 back. And if I times that times the price of it, I'm getting $93 back. So I've already made profit just by doing that. But understand, that's only if the price stays at 2 cents. So what happens when, and we'll do the math again. So 3606 times 1.3, which gives us our initial plus 30%. Boom. So we're getting 4687. So what happens if in 30 days, the price of Carol token is now 4 cents? Boom, $187. So that means that these stakes are going to be, I keep saying stakes because bonds is just a word that's not used a lot. But bonds, think about these bonds each day. Even if the price stayed the same, I'm getting my initial back plus 30%. But think if the price doubles, triples until then or since then. I mean, that's ridiculous. That means that you're going to be making this around this, maybe even more every single day. And now I'm just curious because I just like to see the numbers. So for example, let's say with this bond here, we did it on the 20th. It's going to unlock on November 19th. So we got 12AA2 times 1.3 to get the 30% amount. So 16,746. So that means right now, if the price was what it's at now, I'm getting $334. All right. So let's clear this. So 16,746. All right. Now, let's say the price goes up to 5 cents, which it's, let's do a little bit more. We'll do reasonable. We'll say we'll go to 3.5. $586. So that means that I'm going to be making that profit off of that stake just for holding it, which is good because you're not dumping your bag. You're not selling your bag, which they don't allow you to do anyways because of the way it's set up. You're making that much money. So think about if you had stakes like or bonds like that every single day. And that's what I'm trying to get to is I have a bond that's unlocking on the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th. I'm about to go in and actually do this one. As you can see here, this is going to be another one that I just come in here and rebond. We'll actually go ahead and do it. So I'm doing a rebond, which that means I'm just taking my daily profits that I'm making over here from staking, and I'm just putting it back into the protocols. So boom, I just did a rebond, and I'm going to show you exactly how this shows up. And then maybe you'll understand exactly how it works. Now there's two ways that you can do it the way I'm doing it. Either you can come in here and you can do some staking, which means that you take your bonds that you have created here. And as you can see, I have those same bonds that I was doing the math with earlier. I could take those bonds, pair them up with the same amount of dollar value of Ethereum, and then I could stake them here and start earning Carol every single day. And it tells you 897 from this one, 669 from this one, 1026 from this one, 205 from this one. And these are going to go up as you hold. And you got liquidity bonuses and hold bonuses and personal bonuses and a base of 2%. So right now I'm making 3.5% off of this amount. And this number, I've seen people in the 4s, I've seen 4.5. Like this number can go all the way up to 8%. So you can build a system here to where you're taking your profit, which is what I'm doing, that I'm earning every single day, rebond it into a ladder system here, and I'll show you the one I just made. It's already showed up here. So this is one I just made. So now we have another stake or another bond that's going to unlock in 30 days, and it's going to give me 3,315 Carol tokens, which I can do whatever I want to at that point. But that's just my process of doing it. I'm starting to do this for the next 30 days. So I'm going to do this all the way up until, was that November 22nd or November 21st. And then from that day on, the November 22nd, I'm going to have one bond that unlocks every single day. And if the price of this thing doubles or even stays the same, if it stays the same, we're making 30% off of every single bond that we made. If it doubles in price, then I just showed you the price potential and the potential of the money that you'd make off of that. So just another great protocol over here, especially if you're somebody that is good about talking about projects or promoting it, or you got a team, family, friends who you want to get into different projects. This is another great way to do it too, because they have this amazing incentive program to where if you invite people and they use your links, things like that they're going to send you Ethereum. So this is the amount of Ethereum I've made just from talking about this project. And I'm 100% transparent about it because I'm confident in talking about these things. You know, if I was being shady and was like, hey man, check out my link, Hey, look what I got. Like, I'm not selling pocket watches here on the corner. Like, this is a good protocol. So I like to talk about it. I like to keep people updated. But as you can see, this is the amount of Ethereum I've made just from talking about this project and people hopping in. So if you want to get in, definitely feel free to use my link. It's going to be down in the description below. And then of course you can check out the videos I made over the past couple of weeks where I break down everything. I even have an everything you should know about Carol video as well. So you can definitely check that out. And if you have any questions, you're always more than welcome to come to the Bag Builder chat. So we talked about Carol, and the reason I brought Carol up because this really goes hand in hand with my methods of becoming a millionaire, especially over here on Basechain, because now we got BaseDrip right here earning us 1% every single day. And then we got Carol over here that right now is earning us 3.45% every single day. And the next time I talk about it, it's probably going to be like 3.6. And then the next time I talk about it, it's going to be 3.8. And then the next time I talk about it, it's going to be 4%. So it's going to continue to go up. So we have our ladder base system over here on Carol that's going to be unlocking within the next 30 days, which is going to be paying us out every single day on top of whatever we have left over from our stakes. And then we have BaseDrip over here that's going to be paying us out 1% a day, compound interest, 365%. And then that's just the start. We already know that we have gardens coming, which is going to be a huge play. We don't know exactly what's going to be in the gardens yet. I would think there's probably going to be Ethereum. There might be, it's hard to say. They might have maybe the base USDC on there. I just don't know a lot of other tokens on there. Who knows? Maybe we'll have Carol tokens on there. That would be a bullish co-op right there. But we've talked about everything I really want to talk about in terms of Basechain tonight. I'm not going to go into all the other blockchains because that can be for later videos, later streams. But once again, I hope everybody is having a great evening. I hope that everybody found this information valuable. I'm going to stop sharing this part. And it looks like we got some people in the chat. We got Easy Crypto 91. Shout out to you. We got Mo Crypto in the house. My man is always working. Hopefully he has his birthday off tomorrow. Happy early birthday to you, Mo. Much deserved. So hopefully everyone has had a good evening. Hopefully everybody was able to get into BaseDrip. And if you haven't, just keep your eye on the chart. Don't get in at the tops. That's the biggest thing I can just tell you is don't get in at the tops. Don't be emotional when it comes to what you're investing in. Have a strategy like we talked about. Planning, strategy. Make sure you have those things so that you can stay consistent with it. Get a calendar. Mark your certain days that are going to be claimed, certain days that are going to be compound, and just keep with it because these things build up quick, especially if you have a larger bag. And even if you don't, these things build up quick. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mo, Easy, Wayne. I know we have Base DiBiase here in the house, so big shout out to him. Shout out to Ian was in the house as well. like I said, I definitely gonna plan on doing these streams going forward. Try to hop on here. Appreciate it. I only wear the shades because as a bag builder, my future is super bright. So I got to keep the shades on. But hopefully everyone has a good evening. I'm about to get out of here. I have some Halloween festivities that I am going to be partaking in. So hopefully everyone has a safe weekend, has fun out there, has a good time. Halloween's, I think, on Tuesday. I don't know if everybody celebrates that. I don't usually do anything on Halloween other than pass out some candy. But with that, we have BaseDrip. It's finally here. Like I said, definitely feel free to hop on the team. All of the links are going to be down in the description. We got the Telegram for the bag builder chat that you can hop in. We got all of the links for the different projects that we talk about that you can hop in as well. And we're going to continue to focus on what we do best. And you already know what that is building the bag. Let's go.